This is the second part of my previous video called You're Not Alone. This video is a proof of the impact the psychedelic experiences can have on one's life. I wish it was possible to be just the messenger of interdimensional knowledge, but everything I learned changed me in a profound way, which I'm really happy about. It was quarter of a century of rebellious atheism for me, and I have recently learned about the power of the 434 energy, God, the creator, and in this video I will explain to you what I was told about the power of prayer. I'm glad these videos help so many people, and I know from you that some of you would want to help others. You can do this by helping me build the 434 structure to elevate as many people as possible. Join 434 on Patreon, Subscribestar, or use PayPal and cryptocurrencies. Also, watch the plan video. You will find all the necessary information in the video description. A short disclaimer first. Don't be put off by the title. It is not a religious video. Maybe a little bit. Keep in mind that I'm trying to explain extra-dimensional concepts using human language, which is not complex enough to accurately transfer the knowledge between realms. For a lack of a better word, I use the term prayer, as there isn't a more accurate one in the human language that describes what I'm about to explain to you now. I'm aware of the strong religious connotation of the word prayer, and I want you to keep an open mind about how I describe the messages from the entities, and I want you to concentrate more on the message rather than the words I use to describe it with. And this actually applies to all of my videos. Before I tell you about the message, I need to explain the nature of this reality that I was shown by the powerful alien entities from another dimension. Most of you will already be aware that this here is not a physical existence with occasional metaphysical elements. Science, logic, and all of our knowledge points to the fact that we're all a part of a metaphysical extra-dimensional collective currently undergoing a human experience. For most of us, it is an obvious and undeniable fact. This awareness usually has serious implications, putting one's mind in an unknown area filled with doubts, questions, confusion, and constant truth-seeking. One of my next videos will be an explanation of what life is according to the entities, but for now I can tell you that it is definitely not what you were told to believe. Our current reality is made of a temporary human form selected by ourselves for love training purposes. Our human body is a remote consciousness filter detaching us from the energy, and those of us who can raise their frequency are able to elevate themselves beyond the human form. Transcending the limitations of this physical existence allows us to understand that we share this reality with entities of interdimensional nature. Most of us have some level of awareness of the surrounding energy and the invisible entities, yet very little is known about the process of communicating with them. I believe the message I was given could offer some explanation, and the message is this. When you pray to everybody, to every entity around you. You don't address God, you address the real energy form of everyone around you. It goes back outside of this dimension. When you pray, you address the core of who they really are in their true energy form in another dimension, not the human form here. And they listen and help and forgive. Communicate with them. Pray a lot, because then you communicate with their true form of existence. True prayer is the communication with everybody around you in another dimension where we all came from. Prayer is contact with another dimension. Prayer is important. Ask for help and forgiveness. I think it is quite a complex concept, and I'll try to explain it. In my recent contact, the entities explained to me that our earthly life is a love training simulation arena, and that our human form here is a remote consciousness player or a puppet controlled by our true energy form from another dimension. I was told that you can communicate with another person through what is best described in our language as prayer. You can ask for help or forgiveness and talk to the remote consciousness of those around you, circumventing their human form and their love-blocking ego. I was shown that through this type of communication we can improve our relationship with people in this reality. It doesn't stop there. As you might have seen in my previous videos, psychedelics allowed me to talk to my deceased family members, and from my encounters with them, it is clear that they're also around us with the ability to see, hear, and even interfere in what is happening in this reality. They hear your prayers. There is nothing that should stop you from talking to them. Given that all three people I talk to are looking after their loved ones, I think it is not a bad idea to pray to them asking for help and support. I was told that since we're all alien entities here in a human form, you can address the machine elves through the same type of prayer with your questions and requests. They are all a part of the same reality and the same energy. They know very well what is going on here. And obviously the most evident purpose of your prayer could be the communication with the energy, to God, the creator. This concept of talking to the deities is definitely not new and is as old as all human religions. Since we and they are all a part of it, addressing this source might be equally important as praying to all other entities. I was shown that verbalizing your intentions raises your vibrational frequency and gets you closer to the 434 energy. I can imagine that it can also help you get a better access to your true self. Prayer opens up communication between dimensions and is in itself a highly spiritual act, allowing you to get closer to the essence of your existence. As explained in my previous video, the entities don't want you to feel alone. The prayer information was a part of the same uplifting message, and its purpose was to make you aware that, although invisible, the energy and its entity forms are all around us and are willing to listen and help. Talk to them. If you know of anyone who might feel lonely and is open-minded enough to understand this message, please share it with them. Love, 434. For more information, watch the rest of my videos.